G'day and welcome to Chewy's Magic Blog. More Affinity. The reason that we are going to run some Affinity back is GP Sydney, which is a unified team modern event, is coming up next month for us here down under in Australia, and we are trying to figure out what decks to play basically. So we've got 5-color humans, we've got Affinity, we've got access to pretty much every deck in the format. I'm thinking Affinity for myself because I'm familiar with it. I've got a lot of reps with it. Similar with the humans player, and then we've got a player who's pretty much open to play whatever. Fairly wide skill set, happy to play anything that's fairly powerful. So this is what I'm currently looking at. So some of the sideboard options are not optimal because they're played in other decks, etc. But that's all that is costing us with Unified Modern playing Affinity. So it's one of the draw cards of Affinities that doesn't share cards with other decks. So it could be that Thoughtseize gets changed out of the Affinity sideboard for Duress if there's a Jund or Pyromancer deck running around on the other side. We'll see what happens. So yeah, fiddling around with numbers a little bit. One thing I will note that the hope of Girapur in the sideboard here is actually in Paper Magic. As the deck that we'll be playing in Sydney will be a Bitter Blossom. I just haven't got around to buying one online. They're fairly expensive and I'm cheap. A lot of Jund, etc. So more Edge Champs than Masters. The 4th Edge Champ in the board. These guys come out for sort of an Edge Champ and an Ether Grid fairly often. So yeah, let's get into some games and see how we go. The leagues that I've played have been really Jund heavy. People are pretty high on their Bloodbraid Elves, which is a pretty rough matchup in general. So it's actually a good opportunity to get games in against it and figure out your sideboard strategy and such. We're on the die roll, so happy with that. We like to play. What we got here? No coloured mana to cast this Master, and he's our only payoff card. I'm really tempted to keep this because it's got, Thopter Memnite turn 1, along with Volt Scourge. Turn 2 potentially got nothing. Turn 3 potentially got nothing. So I'm going to mulligan this. Try to mulligan aggressively. And this hand is pretty sweet, so we'll keep that. And yeah, we'll happy to have a second land. Keep that on top. So we'll lead that and that. And we'll turn on our Mox Opal with Memnite. And we'll go with a first turn Overseer. And that's pretty sweet. We know we've got a land coming next turn, so we can either, depending on what our opponent does here, if he burns away our Overseer, yep, that's fine. We'll just play out a Master. So we might be playing against Burn, although if he's burnt our creature, it might be like a Pyromancer deck. It's good to have Master of Ethereum out of bolt range nice and early. See what our opponent's got here. If we go down tap with him, he's yeah, we're going to go a long way to winning this. Could be Jund. Might get a black source here and Fatal Push our Master. Might be Burn. Might be... Okay. Opal. See if he's got anything in response here. Felix that guy, sure. So he's tapped out, so there's no harm in getting an extra point of damage here, and then we'll eat this. Cast this. We'll get in for 5. Pretty much anything off the top here that's not a land will be fine. Swift Spear. Feeling it might be on blocking duty. Oh, that's tasty. So my opponent has a bolt. 2, 5. Let's have double bolt, which is, yeah, but then I've got Ravager. Okay. Yeah, let's see what we got. Yeah, okay. Skull crack me, sure. Yep, okay. Got their game 1. Okay, burn. I like Spell Pierce. And is that champion better than Master? Kind of much and muchness, aren't they? I think Overseer might be a bit slow, so maybe do that. And take out another one of those. And what else do we cut? Maybe one of those. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, double-edged champion seems okay. First turn, Hope. Second turn, Ravager. Third turn, yeah, okay. Yep, we can keep that. It's not the best hand I've ever seen, but it's not shabby either. He doesn't have a Goblin Guide, so that's good for us. That's good. Let's start with that. That. And that. Bolt my arm response, sure. I'll play my Hope. See if our opponent has Rift Bolts in hand. That'd be sweet. Hope Agirapu's pretty good against Rift Bolt. Can't sack him because he hasn't dealt damage. Okay. Sure. Play the Ravager or just run out the plating? I think just run out the plating here. That way I've got Metalcraft when I play Etch Champ. And I can just start beating in. See if I can race him here. That's solid. Very good draw. So he's got to end a turn here. Lightning Helix targeting me. No, thank you. It's pretty good. Springleaf Drum, Ravager. Just try to do my best to race as hard as I can here. Ravager helps with that. Although an Ancient Grudge here. Oh, Destructive Revelry. Yep, okay. Makes the race a little harder. Still, see what we can do about getting him for 5. Nice stomping ground my opponent has here. Nice foil. I appreciate that. He's thinking about a lightning bolt here, I think. Deep in the tank. Let that resolve and counter on you. Yes. I could have put it on the land, but this guy's more likely to connect than on one land. There's no point animating this. Doesn't speed up my clock any. Needs to deal 14 damage with like 4 cards, which is possible. Although 3, yep. Okay, cool. Gets there against Burn. Pretty happy with that. I probably expect Burn to be a pretty popular deck at the GP because A, people have it, and B, it's a good foil for Bloodbraids and Jace decks. So it's good to get a win in. Hang around for round 2.